Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, HondaJet sets 2 speed records. The Wheels Up organization continues their good work. Air promotes a charter plan for TBM owners. Hello, I'm Christopher C. Odom. It's November 4th, 2016, and this is Airborne Unlimited. The new light jet on the block, that would be HondaJet, has officially secured speed records over 2 recognized courses from Teterboro, New Jersey, to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and from Boston, Massachusetts, to Palm Beach, Florida. The United States National Aeronautical Association has recognized the records, and they are pending approval as world records by the Fédération Aéronautique Internationale in Switzerland. In setting the record between New Jersey and Florida, HondaJet said the flight took 2 hours and 51 minutes at a cruising altitude flight level 430. The average true airspeed was reported to be 386 knots. For the Boston to Palm Beach record, HondaJet said the flight took 2 hours and 58 minutes and averaged a true airspeed of 380 knots. It's reported the HondaJet is the first aircraft in its class to officially achieve the Boston to Palm Beach record. Honda Aircraft President and CEO Michimasa Fujino said in part, "We choose several of the busiest business aviation airports with extremely popular routes to demonstrate that the HondaJet will get customers where they need to be faster than any other light jet." ANN's Catheryn Creedy gives us an update about what's up with Wheels Up. Here's Catheryn to clear this up for you.
I'm Catheryn Creedy with Aero-News Network, and I'm here with Kenny Dichter, CEO of Wheels Up, one of the more exciting brands in the business aviation market. Kenny, tell us what you talked about this morning, your flight desk, your new app.
Well, we're disrupting private aviation in a good way. We want to take the addressable market and make it 10 times as big as it is. We think there's 2 to 3 million people that can operate and participate in the private aviation pyramid, versus the current, call it 200, 250,000. And through our revolutionary new membership model, we think we're going to get there. We crossed 3,750 memberships sold in our first 3 years, and we want to double and triple that over the next 3 to 5 years. So we're excited about it.
Tell us a little bit about your flight desk that you've established in the last 6 or 7 months.
Well, we have Robert Withers, who is one of my co-founders, who's running that flight desk initiative. When a Wheels Up member needs something larger than a King Air 350i or a Citation XLS, they call Robert and they call the flight desk, and we deliver. It's a 9-figure opportunity inside of the next 18 to 24 months, so it's a $100+ million business that Robert will be running, and we just want to make our membership the most robust membership in private aviation.
And you said in the press conference this morning that you anticipated that you were going to triple your membership over the next 3 years. Talk to me about how you're going to do that.
Well, we're going to go fast and we're going to go hard, and it's a lot of hand-to-hand combat, it's a lot of advertising, it's a lot of word of mouth, but the truth is you can't have that kind of growth and velocity unless you're delivering day in and day out from your member. So with our partnership with Gamma Aviation, who's our operator, our 135, and with our partnership with Textron, if we didn't have partners that were that good, we couldn't consider a double or a triple in the business inside of 3 to 5 years. But with those partnerships and with our tenacity and the belief in this model and what we're hearing from our members, it's fait accompli. We just got to deliver it.
After the break, Air has a way to put your TBM to work.
Sandia introduces the new SAI 340 Quattro TSO'd airspeed, attitude, altitude, and slip. With integral backup battery, safety never looked so good. See it now at www.sandia.aero.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
Explore no limits flying in the FAA-certified Sea Ray Amphibious LSA, one of the top 3 best-selling LSAs in the U.S. Progressive Aerodyne Sea Ray comes equipped with a Rotax engine and exhibits extraordinary handling on land, water, and in the air. Check it out at www.searay.com.
Welcome back. If you'd like to be a supporter of Airborne Unlimited, send an email to jim@aero-news.net. Daer has unveiled a new program that brings private and corporate TBM owners together with commercial operators ready to use these aircraft for charter flights. It's called the Fly and Charter Your TBM program, which translates to the acronym of FACT. Nicholas Chabert, the Senior Vice President of Daer Airplane Business Unit, said, "For private and corporate TBM owners who fly less than 200 hours annually, revenues generated by charter operators can help offset their ownership costs. With FACT, we facilitate the contacts between owners and those seeking charter capacity, while also providing our expertise and guidance." Assistance offered by Daer in the FACT program includes contacts of potential operators interested in using owners' TBM aircraft for charters, help in preparing documentation needed for these commercial operations, support in arranging insurance coverage, and a full spectrum of technical advice. FACT also incorporates the TBM Charter Pack, which is Daer's support solution for higher aircraft utilization rates. The Charter Pack extends the TBM Care program to cover commercial operations and provides airworthiness monitoring through CAMP systems. It also includes a dedicated TBM maintenance hotline and TBM training courses. It's Friday, and that means it's time for ANN CEO and Editor-in-Chief Jim Campbell to check in with his weekly barnstorming commentary. This week, Jim fills us in on a special memorial service plan for our friend Bob Hoover. We at ANN are honored to have been asked to participate. Jim will explain. Here's this week's barnstorming.
Thanks, Chris, and hi, folks. I'll be brief. We have done 3 trade shows in a little bit over a week. We are exhausted, and we've just crawled into the office. We had an amazing time at the Redbird Migration, an interesting time at NBAA, got a lot of great stories done with a phenomenal staff, and some new additions to the Aero-News team, which we'll talk about in the future. And today we got a chance to take a look at the first iteration of the DeLand Sport Aviation Showcase, and what we saw, we liked, and shows great promise. But let's get to something really important here. As you all know, just one of the greatest men we've ever known, and one of our dearest friends, Bob Hoover, passed away several days ago. Everybody's been wondering about how we properly mourn, honor, and recognize the passage of such a great man. And my friends Sean Tucker and Brian Cochran and Carl Copen and so many others, Clay Lacey among them, have all put together a tremendous effort. It's been an all-volunteer and donated effort. And there will be a Bob Hoover Memorial on November 18th, 2 p.m. California time to 4 p.m. California time at Clay Lacey's FBO in Van Nuys, California. Aero-News will be there, and we will be there to live stream not only the celebration itself, but some events around it. We're probably going to be set up a good hour ahead of time, because what we want to do is talk to real people showing up and just say, tell us your best Bob Hoover story. There's so much more to it. We've got about a half a dozen people we're working with now. We're putting together the gear list and everything else. We've got 2 weeks to put this together. We may try a couple of new social media tricks. And yes, there will be a social media component, so those at home can comment and can contribute to the overall effort. We'll let you know what the URLs and everything else are. It'll probably be centered around the Aero-News Network /live site or letbobfly.net, or both. We will also make sure that all this footage becomes available to everyone, and it will be immediately archived in high definition to various sites around the web. And we're looking at a DVD memorial edition as well, which will benefit the Hoover Foundation. There's a lot to it. We're exhausted. We're trying to figure it out. Nathan and Bree and Chris and myself and so many others are working on this. We've had just phenomenal support. Met with Sean Tucker the other day. Big hug, and we're just shaking our head at a life so well lived, and our honor to be able to recognize and to celebrate the life of an extraordinary man, an extraordinary American, an extraordinary pilot, and such a good friend. We'll have more for you shortly. In the meantime, be like Bob. Let Bob fly. Remember a great American. For the Aero-News Network, Airborne, and Aero-TV, I'm Jim Campbell, a friend of Bob Hoover's.
After these messages, no plane, no gain. Campaign membership grows.
Redbird Flight Simulations is dedicated to revolutionizing flight training by designing, manufacturing, and delivering affordable and innovative flight training technologies. Each Redbird device is designed to enhance the training experience for pilots of all levels, from student to ATP. Redbird is quickly becoming the industry standard for flight training. Since Redbird introduced its revolutionary FMX in 2007, colleges, universities, and flight training operations around the world have integrated Redbird products into their curriculum. It's time to discover what Redbird can do for you. Join the migration.
Based on the popular Sling 2 LSA, the Sling 4 was designed to be the most practical and desirable lightweight four-place experimental aircraft on the market. Find out more about this 115 horsepower turbocharged airplane at airplanefactory.com.
Concorde's recombinant gas RG series sealed battery technology produces a high-performance battery with the advantages of being pre-tested and fully charged at the factory. Find out more about Concorde's entire line of batteries at www.concordebattery.com. Concorde, the heart of your aircraft.
The Bristol Light Sport aircraft is what you are looking for. The Bristol is wider than a Cirrus, faster than a Skyhawk, offers more storage than a Husky, and comes standard with Garmin avionics. So what are you waiting for? Visit Bristol.com to find out how you can get into a Bristol today.
With so much news coming out of the aviation industry, we're summarizing a few of those other great stories in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. 10 respected business leaders this week joined the dozens who have stepped forward in recent years to explain the value of business aviation to their companies. Sponsored by the NBAA and GAMA, it's called the No Plane, No Gain Advocacy Campaign. Bombardier Business Aircraft has announced strong order and delivery performance during the 3 months ending September 30th, 2016. For this third quarter, Bombardier delivered what the company says is industry-leading 36 business jets in its segments. Aerojet Rocketdyne has successfully completed a series of hot-fire tests on 2 launch abort engines for Boeing's Crew Space Transportation 100 Starliner Service Module Propulsion System. These engine systems provides launch abort capability on the pad and during ascent, along with propulsion needs during flight. Elite Simulation Solutions and Pacific Simulators have entered into a distribution agreement. Elite Simulation will promote, market, sell, install, and support Pacific Simulators airliner-class aviation training devices in North and South America. Airbus Corporate Jets has won a new commitment for an ACJ320neo from an undisclosed customer. The deal includes turnkey cabin outfitting, which is a first for the new ACJ family. The aircraft features new generation engines, sharklets, and a collection of other improvements. U.S. light general aviation aircraft. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Now, let's get back to the rest of the news. First previewed at the Oshkosh AirVenture 2016, the Dynon SkyView HDX offers features that are worth reviewing again. SkyView HDX will be available in both 7-inch and 10-inch touchscreen versions. The 10-inch SV HDX 1100 is now shipping, and the 7-inch SV HDX 800 will be available soon. According to Dynon, features include improved displays, beautiful design, unrivaled control ergonomics, and an upgraded touch interface. SkyView HDX display are compatible with all existing SkyView modules and feature identical electrical connections. SkyView HDX utilizes the same components and modules as existing SkyView systems. It also features the same mounting footprint and wiring as other SkyView displays, allowing dropping upgrades. The company says that HDX features icon-driven touch controls and simplified screen navigation. The expansive glass display features edge-to-edge touchability with no bezel in the way. According to Dynon, the SkyView HDX combines full physical controls with a touchscreen. The wide sculpted ledge allows you to anchor your hand in turbulence, and all controls are now backlit. Well, that's our program for today. Remember that Airborne Unlimited stream daily Monday through Friday with additional breaking news bulletins from important stories that fall outside of our normal deadlines. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe and do check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Get comprehensive, real-time, 24/7 coverage of the latest aviation and aerospace stories anytime at aero-news.net. Keep flying! We'll see you Monday.